as we do embrace the grand finals, the best of 5. We do embrace the grand finals here, and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of late lines, we have the pink Protoss player from the land of Poland. Oh, I play as a... Hold on. There we go. In the left, the pink Protoss player from the land of Poland representing the Platinum Heroes. It is ArT. I'll fix up the team, don't worry. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the blue Protoss player, also from the land of Poland, representing Offside Esports. It is Krystianer. As I do set up the color. There we go. Setting up the overlays. And we embrace our best of 5. As a reminder, this is going to be a best of 5 at PvP. And if you're in the chat, predictions are now open. Place your bets on who you believe will claim this series, or will go the way of one Polish Protoss or the other. Fun fact, in a way, this is a rematch from last week's finals. If you're curious, last week's finals was a PvP between Krystianer and Geralt, and Geralt did win the series 3-1. Krystianer barely did go down at the hands of Geralt. But this week, there is no Geralt, instead replaced by ArT instead. And I do think that ArT is also a very comparable Protoss player in skill. He's definitely up there. I do think that Geralt and Krystianer, they do kind of take a lot of limelight because they're more active. Krystianer and Geralt, they are more active players. They do compete more often, which is why ArT is a little bit more of a dark horse, but still a strong player in his own right, and can still threaten these other top Polish Protosses. So this could still go either way. As we have our 2-gate opener here from Krystianer, likewise 2-gate by ArT. Probe scouts across the map, and there is no proxy pylon yet. And yeah, just catching up with the chat. The Sparkling Protoss Cup, even a Protoss wins the raffle. Even the raffle, papi. Oh my god. There's just no room for anything else. No Zerg, no Terran, not at all. Ah. Ay. All the Protoss. As Krystianer, he does delay the expansion, throws down the pylon. It is going to be a double Stalker opener into a 3rd and 4th Stalker. Very aggressive here by ArT, committing into Mass Stalker. Meanwhile, Krystianer back at home, going for a Sentry into Expand. A much more greedy opener by Krystianer. Basically, despite having 2 gateways, he only builds 1 unit, 1 Sentry into a faster Nexus. So again, very greedy, very economic. And we'll see if Krystianer can survive the aggression of ArT, because he's moving out with his 4 Stalkers. His first 2 and his second 2. The army is spotted. Krystianer, he knows. He is aware. We need shield batteries. We will need shield batteries here, as there is no shield battery on the low ground. Oh. We'll see if we can hold on. Building up his Stalkers. Going for a Twilight Council in the main. This hallucination, I believe, did get across the map. Yeah, does scout, does confirm. Pylon under fire. Stalker's poking out. And the pylon is going to fall. Good pick up here by ArT. Does pick up the pylon, going for a later Twilight Council, later Blink. Natural's under fire. And Krystianer, he does pull a couple of voids just to be safe and secure. We'll saturate the natural and we'll defend. Force back the army. Oh, Sentry! Oh, Sentry does overextend. Massive pickoff. Sentry goes down. Oof, and ArT, he is going to be out-traded here, bleeding out a Stalker, a Sentry, another Stalker? Oh my god. Barely gets it as well. Ay. Krystianer, he shuts down the aggression of ArT, he saturates his natural, and he's working towards a Blink, that much faster as well. As natural base just now finishes for ArT. So far, things are looking strong here for Krystianer. Things are looking better. Are looking better. Robo has been placed. Where's Robo also on the way for Krystianer? Krystianer going to be the first to expand and take a 3rd, so he's just looking to take his economic lead and extend it and further it. As the 3rd is on the way. No major gateway explosion yet out of ArT. Yeah, this is still just building up. Blue stations moving out. And he will confirm the third. Does confirm the expansion. Behind this, again, Krystianer, he does have that lead when it comes to the third base, getting into his own forge, getting into +1. So far, so good. Just getting a slight edge over his opponent. When it comes to the side of ArT, he will have faster Immortal production, true. Immortals are on the way. That will help up and make up for a bit of a lower Stalker count. And likewise, it's not like the lead that Krystianer has is too major here. ArT can bounce back. Just rotating around, moving out towards the third. We'll see if he can find some damage. We'll find a probe. I get spotted. And Krystianer, he does respond. Even tries to punish. Up! At the same time, Adepse shaded to the natural. Krystianer out of position. Probes are going down. Not bad. It's going to be 5, 6 probes falling. 7 up to 8. Up. Can he get 9? Not quite. He might still. Yeah, 9 probes going down. Massive pick off. Krystianer across the map. He's committing. He just commits. He doesn't care. Runs into an Immortal. Does focus it down. Oh my god. Massive pick off. And Krystianer's economy, his economy might be crippled, but GG gets called, and Krystianer, he takes game number 1. GG. GG, well played. Krystianer just snowballing out of control there in those final moments. May have lost, again, 10 plus workers, but didn't matter. Did not matter in the end. He had enough of a lead from the early game. And did snowball out of control with those Blink Stalkers. Just catching ArT out on the map. And with that, he does take a lead. Does take a lead in the series. But of course, it's a best of 5. It is still a best of 5. Plenty more games ahead of us. Plenty more games to come. Let's go. Let us go. Oh, share my bad. See the indie flags in the chat. Love to see it. Love to see it here as we are now getting into game number 2. It's going to be on Ultra Love. Okay. Once again, it is a much more defendable map. I mean, we saw that in the last series. At the same time, I'm sure there are plenty of proxy locations as well. I'm curious if either one is willing to embrace that. Whether it's a committed one base all-in or a proxy Stargate into Oracle Harass. It's possible. We'll see. We shall see as we get into game number 2. Go. As spawning in the top right-hand corner of Ultra Love, we have the pink Protoss player from the land of Poland, representing the Platinum Heroes down in the series. We'll see if he can bounce back. It is ArT. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the blue Protoss player from the land of Poland, representing Offside Esports. It is Krystianer. One moment. Hold on. Cut. They switch places, man. They switch places. I got you. Damn. Okay. Here we go. We have our PvP in more ways than one. Probe moves out. Going for a scout across the map. And we do see ArT setting up for a gate expand, very economic opener here on Ultra Love. This makes sense. Again, Ultra Love, one of the few maps that has a ramp coming into the natural, so you can get away with these more economic builds. But I don't know if that's actually the case anymore on the new patch. For those that are curious, these more greedy builds here, they used to be a lot more viable, especially because of the overcharge that was available to you, the shield battery overcharge. Without it, can you punish this a little bit easier? Can Krystianer respond with aggression? I'm curious. As Krystianer does scout, does confirm, does get eyes on the low ground setup. And my eyes are on this probe. Where are we going? Where are we headed? Are we going to throw it in the pylon? We do. One base all in. Let's go. And this is what I want to see here. I want to see if this can be broken, because all things feel like they're in favor of ArT, right? Gate expand, we have the high ground, we have the ramp as well. We should have a defender's advantage, of course, but without the shield battery overcharge, can you get away with these builds? Now, we do know that as there is a bit of a pause, but we do know that MaxPax has been struggling. We do know that MaxPax, he has been struggling here in the PTR. I think it was last week. No, sorry, it was 2 weeks ago, where Estrella, he 2-0'd MaxPax, and then he 2-1 MaxPax as well in the same week in 2 different tournaments. So we have seen MaxPax just struggle a little bit more when it comes to his more economic build. But MaxPax also does this opener on maps where it is unsafe to do so. So again, this ramp is still going to be a factor here for ArT, but we'll see. We'll see how it all comes together, as it looks like we do have a bit of a pause, and we are more than happy to oblige. Hopefully everything's okay. There may be some, hopefully nothing too serious, but it looks like something has come up. And we will be soon coming back in. Here we go.
Game resumed.
Looks like whatever issue it was, it has since been resolved. Checking the vision, ArT has not actually scouted the proxy, not yet. Ooh, as the pylon back at home was cancelled. Interesting. Krystianer being quite cheeky here. It's going to be a Stargate follow-up for ArT. This makes sense. It should be Oracle into a Void Ray. ArT is scouting, looking for any stray proxies. Trying to get a feel for what's going on. What is MaxPax without his gate expands? Main packs. Oh, okay. Oh no. Oh no. As the depths, they are shading across the map to reinforce. Okay, it's going to be a depth harass initially here into the main. More gateways are on the way. Ooh, Void Ray first out of ArT. He does confirm that there is no expansion. He's aware that aggression is coming. Doesn't know what kind, but he is aware. The Void Ray can help shut down the Prism, but the Prism is going to strike first. Stalkers are ready. And if they try to force their way into the mineral line, one of them gets targeted down. It's going to be close. Yeah, just one probe kill. Maybe a second. Depth does shade into the natural. 2 probe kills. It's better for ArT. 2 probes, sorry, 3 probes even. Oh my god. Adept say, do shade back in. No, he gets back in. The Prism. Prism gets back into the main. And that's going to be 7 probes going down. Ace workers, not like this. ArT completely with his pants down. He was not ready for the second, for the third and fourth adepts. As they're wreaking havoc. That's going to be 10, 11, 12 probes. Oh my god. Krystianer takes an economic lead. War Prism recalls back home. And he's going for a DT follow-up. He's crazy. He's going for Dark Templar. And Epps is still getting more damage, by the way. 14 probes. ArT down to 19. He has Void Rays, but what does he not have? There's no detection. Remember, ArT did go Void Ray first, not Oracle. Now, how does this work out here? Is there a world where can the Dark Templar focus down the Stargate and then push in, or do we just drop the DTs with the War Prism? What's it going to be? What is the plan? Observer pops out. Robo's on the way now for ArT. He will soon have access to detection. But the DTs should strike first. Void Rays, they kept busy. Again, Krystianer, he sees the Void Rays. He knows where they are. He knows that his Prism is safe. Here come the Dark Templar. And the Robo, it's just about to finish. So this shouldn't end the game, but ArT, he's going to take some damage here. DTs reveal themselves. Observers on the way. They go for the shield battery. And they trade with the army. There we go, getting into the mineral line. But Observer's going to pop out. And ArT defends. ArT shuts down the first ArC Templar. 4 probe kills, not too much damage. As the DT waddles back in. No, he gets back in. And he gets more damage. So maybe 7, 8, 9. Can we get 10? 11? Not quite, but 10 probes do go down. 11, 12, we're still going. He's still going, Pappy. He's crazy. 12 worker kills. Ay, ay, ay. As ArT finally cleans up all the Dark Templar. And back at home, Krystianer has a very comfortable worker lead. He's on 39 probes. On 2 bases. He's got 5 gates. Jesus, this is interesting SimCity. Interesting setup. He's on 5 gates. He has Blink Stalkers. Getting a 3rd as well. Krystianer, he is looking very comfortable here. How do you bounce back in this kind of game state? Well, as a Protoss player, you can try to go into and take into Dark Shrine, into DTs of your own. You can go into your own Disruptor production, or try to commit and go to an all-in and try to outposition your opponent. There are options, definitely, but in a mirror matchup, it is still looking quite bleak here for ArT. Does move out, does have the Void Rays and an Immortal. In a head-on fight, ArT could take this. He's going for at least a 3rd, and he can force a cancel. Krystianer trying to respond, dives on the army, gets a first Void Ray, gets 1, gets both. He bleeds out a lot of Stalkers in the process. Triggers the shields, gets the hell out of there. That was not a pretty fight for Krystianer. As it's being pinned. It's being pinned down. Blinks in, does get the Immortal, just barely. Again, not the prettiest, not the cleanest of trades, but reinforcements have arrived, and Krystianer, he holds. GG, Krystianer, he takes a 2-0 lead. Whew. Oh my god. GG, well played. Very interesting response as well to the economic build of ArT. Krystianer, he didn't go for your traditional kind of 1-base all-in, going for like an Immortal push. He went for Adept Harass instead, and he killed so many probes. ArT had a really good defense against the first 2 Adepts, but remember, it was the 3rd and 4th Adept. The 3rd and 4th Adept that just really popped off. They killed, what was it, like 17 probes? They killed so many workers across the map, followed by the Dark Templar, of course, and ArT, his economy was crippled. It was just completely crippled then and there. He just could not maintain himself, could not keep up against Krystianer, and GG. GG, well played. Krystianer, he is now 1 game away from claiming the entire series. 1 more game is all that Krystianer needs. ArT, he has to fight back here and now to make a series out of this. And hopefully everything is okay. We did see earlier there was a pause, right? There was a pause earlier in the middle of that game, and we don't really know what that was. Whether it was like a latency issue or something else happening IRL. But hopefully, hopefully ArT can focus on the next game here and look to bring it back. As we are loading into Amygdala. See in the chat. The H, the J, the K. Oh my god. Let's go. As we're getting into game 3 here, potentially the final game of the series is spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Amygdala. We have the pink Polish Protoss player for the Platinum Heroes down in the series. We'll see if he can bounce back. He has to. Here and now, it is ArT. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the blue Protoss player from the land of Poland, representing Offside Esports, 1 game away from taking the 3-0. It is Krystianer. And when I say Krystianer, really I mean it's Krystianer versus Krystek. Let's go. As we set up our players, just catching up with the chat. What comes after K? It's all good. So now we are going to be settling in. For now, 2-gate opener here by Krystianer. Likewise, 2-gate opener out of ArT. Let's go. And hello, ArT. He does send out his first probe here towards the left-hand side, and it looks like either a fake proxy pylon or a proxy Stargate. That's going to be fake. The pylon is placed, and Krystianer is coming with this probe scout. He should recognize, he should confirm that the pylon is missing. Now, we know that the pylon is a fake proxy. There's no commitment here, but Krystianer is unaware. Does go into the main, does check the mineral line, being as annoying as possible. He's looking further back in the main for that pylon. He confirms that the pylon is nowhere to be found. So Krystianer, he does confirm. Back at home, Stalker Sentry opener. Likewise, same opener here out of ArT. Stalker Sentries are both players. And Krystianer, he has no fear. He's setting up for the expand. Okay. Okay, he's scouting. Does scout, moves out with a hallucination. Again, with a sentry-based opener, you have extra hallucinations because of the NG overcharge, and he is looking for the proxy. Jesus, I just realized that, yeah, these sentry openers are even safer than they once were. Like, you just get such a fast hallucination scout, and we even saw this from EBA previously, where you can actually move out with 2 hallucinations if you really wanted to. As the first one confirms the expansion. So Krystianer, he knows he's safe. Nexus is on the way. Do you have ArT Scout now coming in? Just the non-stop hallucination scouts. Let's go. I mean, sentry openers, they were already all the craze in PvP, but yeah, now they're even that much more effective thanks to the NG overcharge. ArT confirms that Krystianer did expand, of course. And we can calm down. We can calm things down. Slightly faster blink for Krystianer, but only by like a couple of seconds. Krystianer also confirms. Does also confirm that blink is on the way for ArT. Mirrored builds. From here, we can just settle in. So far, no major form of aggression. ArT is going to be the first to expand. Let's go. Takes a third. So ArT, he's cutting corners. Does go for the expansion before any further tech. Meanwhile, Krystianer, he goes for a later expansion. Going for a Robo first. So slight deviation here. It's going to be Robo before Nexus. Meanwhile, Nexus before Robo for ArT. Outside of that, though, nothing major. Just a slight edge here for ArT. As we are getting into observers and potentially immortal production. And we're just building up. We're just slowly building up. Embracing a longer game state. We are going to be settling in. Players vying for map control. Charge on the way for Krystianer. Likewise on the way for ArT. Both players taking the same direction. Basically, we should be heading into a 3-base setup here with Chargelot, Archon, Immortal Stalker. Basically, the way that the armies do tech up, Chargelots, they do a great job at tanking against Stalkers and Immortals. So Chargelots, they have their place here in the mid-game. And then once, you know, players build up their Chargelots, then you have to go into Archon production to counter your opponent's Chargelots, as they just have their way with that kind of setup. Pylon finally gets found, gets cleaned up, and then from there we then get into Disruptor Wars. At least we can get into Disruptor Wars. Some players do opt to skip Archons and go straight into Disruptors. Geralt comes to mind. Geralt is very fond of that. But he's also a little bit unique in that aspect, and I don't really think that Krystianer or ArT will do so. And there it is. Temple Archives on the way. Archon production. He's getting there. Meanwhile, Devastate shade into natural. They get 3 probes. Only 3. Could have been worse. Temple Archives on the way for Krystianer. So we're just settling in. We're just settling in. Welcome to just much more passive PvP here. Both players getting their 4th bases. Both players building up their armies, taking the same direction, going for the same army compositions. ArT does move out though with his Stalkers. Does find the 4th. And can he force a cancel?
Upgrade complete.
We'll see. Does poke in. Going for the shield battery. Yeah. Cancels the shield battery. Gets a probe. Gets 2. Not bad. At the same time, it Devastate shade into the natural. Nice distraction here by ArT. Wait. Am I getting deja vu? Did we... Am I crazy? Is this the second time we're playing on Amygdala? Am I crazy? Do we remember Krystianer taking a fight here on the left-hand side and then pushing towards the natural and then winning the game? Was that in game 1? Was game 1 on Amygdala? Am I misremembering? Am I losing my mind? Here we go. Let's push on the right-hand side. The armies, they do pass by each other. Krystianer pushing in. You are crazy. Okay, I'm crazy. Yo, all these maps, they're blending together here as Krystianer is out of position. ArT pushes in. Maybe he'll play this. Okay. As ArT, he does push in, he does commit, takes out most of the Zealots. And Krystianer, he's not ready for this. Not ready whatsoever. Did recall back home, but the Stalkers are on their own. Where are the Archons? Where are the Immortals? They're just not here. And it looks like we will extend the series. Or will we? And reinforcements right behind the army. GG gets called, and ArT, he does catch Krystianer completely out of position. And we're going to game 4. Let's go. Let us go. We need you here with let's go. I'm with you, Pop. I'm with you. My apologies. I was thinking of ley lines. That's it. Sorry, my apologies. But I was thinking of ley lines as that was game 1, and that was the situation where ArT he was caught out by the Blink Stalkers. So my bad. Oh no, I need to sleep. It's been a long day. This is our second broadcast of the day. We casted StarCraft Evolution earlier, of course. Did cast StarCraft Evolution. And we are going to be casting the finale, the semifinals, and the grand finals of StarCraft Evolution in how many hours? In 12 hours. In 12 hours time, we have another cast. More StarCraft Evolution. We got you covered. I will make sure to get as much sleep as I can before that. I will do my best. Here we go. What is that? The G on this map is silenced. This is Amygdala. Oh no. Oh no. Not like this. I'd rather not remind people of the prequels. I'd rather not. You're on your own on that one, mate. Aye. Oh. As we are getting into game number 4, we're going to be loading into Snowpiercer. Okay, the largest map in the new map pool. Let's go. We're Australian StarCraft fans. There is no sleep. True. Smooch. And here we go. We're getting into game number 4 here, and the comeback has begun. And will it continue? Will we go all the way to the ace match? I mean, the pressure is still on our pink Polish Protoss player representing the Platinum Heroes. The comeback has begun. He did fight back, did put a point on the board. Can he take another? Can he force the ace match? It is ArT. God damn it. Hold on. There we go. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the blue Protoss player representing Offside Esports, still one game away from becoming this week's Sparkling Tuna Cup champion. It is Krystianer. Let's go. Let us go. As again, we load into Snowpiercer. It is a very large map, a lot of bases to be taken. They are quite spread out as well. And likewise, a lot of locations for proxy pylons. If our players did want to be a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more assertive, the option is there. Option is there. As Krystianer does move out. Both probes that will come across each other. We'll see who comes out on top. Two ArTs, so confused. There's 3 ArTs, what do you mean? There's at least 3 ArTs, there might be a 4th. Potentially. Oh no. All the ArTs. Demi, where were you today? We needed some Zerg representation. Eva left us. He turned into a Protoss today. Ah. Smurge. Where was the Demi? As we are going to be settling in. So far, 2-gate opener. It's going to be a Stalker Sentry here from ArT. Likewise, Stalker Sentry here from Krystianer as well. So far, so good. Ooh, that was a kill? Uh-oh. Krystianer, calm down here. That was a kill, not a cancel on the pylon. So that was a bit of a slip up here from Krystianer. It was a slip up. You know, ArT, likewise, just settling in into his Nexus. We do see once again Krystianer, he's going for a Twilight Council a little bit faster here. Twilight Council's on the way. Likewise on the way for ArT. Just a little bit further behind. Only by a couple of seconds, though. Instead, Krystianer, he's going to benefit from a much faster expansion. Nexus is more than halfway done already. And we'll see if ArT can punish. Shield batteries on the way. Krystianer hallucinating a couple of Zealots. Let's go. Likewise, ArT hallucinating a couple of Stalkers as well. The hallucinations, they're pushing in. Oh my god. Does catch one of the Stalkers. Massive pickup. Stalker goes down. Likewise, Krystianer trying to hold on. Shield battery is done. He will defend. He does lock down one of his Stalkers of his own. Nice pickup. Gets a Stalker. 1-to-1. It is a 1-to-1 trade. Again, still unfortunate that Krystianer lost his pylon earlier. We'll chase down the Sentry. We'll get it. Oh, not bad. Sentry goes down. Sentry goes down. Krystianer backs up. Pulls back home. Unfortunately placed shield battery there. There we go. Was forcing some inefficient saturation. Getting to a faster third. And ArT, he does go for a Robo before expanding. Okay. Going for the Robo. Hallucination should confirm the timing of the third, and then ArT has to make a choice. Does he expand? Does he commit? Does with the third base. He's expanding. Is going to be expanding. Hallucination is sniped. Krystianer's in the dark. Doesn't quite know what's going on. Backup hallucination on the way. And upon seeing the third base timing, Krystianer should be feeling quite confident. I mean, he knows that the third base is late. And that it's being taken as well, so it's not a 2-base all-in. He confirms that there are no gateways in the main. No additional gateways, I should say. So Krystianer should be feeling quite comfortable here. Just settling in. Getting into Blink, into his own immortal production. ArT is going to be the first to move out, going for the War Prism. Bold move. He's going for the War Prism first. And with that, he can reinforce. How many gateways does he have here? He's getting to 5 gateways. And we'll see if he can break his opponent. Krystianer, where's that immortal production? Charge is on the way. Army moves out. ArT does have the supply lead. Army supply lead, I should emphasize. More Stalkers on the way. We'll see if Krystianer can hold. Oh! Pokes in. Still no immortals. It's going to be 15 to 13. Backup pylons on the way. Charge is being researched for Krystianer. He's going for his own gateway explosion. He's supply blocked. Oh, now's not the time. Big supply block here for Krystianer. Immortals on the way. Sentry goes down. And this might just be too much. Yeah, massive concave in favor of ArT. Goes for the natural. Depowers the robo. Massive pickup. There is no immortal. Yeah, Krystianer being a little bit too greedy here. Delayed his immortal production. Got supply blocked as well. The boys are being pulled. And ArT, he's overwhelming. He has done it. He overwhelms the army. Takes down the robo. Has to control the natural. And we're looking for the ace. We're looking at the ace match. That's where we're looking to take it here to game 5. It's ArT, he overwhelms the army. GG and ArT, he does take game 4. We're going to game 5. We're going all the way to that ace match. GG, Krystianer, just the most unfortunate moment to be supply blocked. On top of that, remember, Krystianer, he delayed his immortal production to go for charge instead. He didn't realize just how committed and how aggressive his opponent was being. He was caught with his pants down. And with that, we're going to the ace match. Let's go. Let us go. And up next is going to be the final game of the series here. We're loading into Whispers of Gold. Let's go. Loading into Whispers of Gold here. And so far, it's been a great comeback from ArT. He has been able to recover in this series. Again, being more of the aggressor here. Krystianer, he just wanted to get into a longer game state. Just wanted to macro. Aye. Was called out, and here we go. We're getting into the final game of the series. This morning in the bottom right-hand corner of Whispers of Gold, we have the pink Polish Protoss player for the Platinum Heroes. It is ArT. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have the blue Polish Protoss player representing Offside Esports. It is Krystianer. Go. If only he had lost that pylon. True. The supply block. Cap. All because of that first pylon. Not wrong. As we are going to be settling in. Again, Whispers of Gold is a map where you can be more aggressive. The third base is more exposed. It's more wide open. And it can be punished. Likewise, Rush distance by ground is quite short on Whispers of Gold as well. So, yeah, all-ins can be favored here. And we'll see how both players will approach this. There we go. As ArT is going for a proxy pylon. This could either be a Stargate or a Fake Out. As Krystianer does come in with his own scout. Does come in. Dips into the main. Confirms the pylon is missing. Krystianer, he's looking for the pylon further back in, and yeah, for the most part, he should be where there's something is wrong, something is amiss. And the probe does stick around. Cybercore about to finish, and do we go for the Stargate? We do. Proxy Stargate here by ArT is going to go for the Oracle into harassing the mineral line, into harassing the main. And we'll see if Krystianer can find out what's going on and get a read on the build of choice. It is going to be a Sentry Opener. And with this, Krystianer, he can go for the Hallucination Scout and try to find that pylon. See, Krystianer is scouting here towards the top side. Checking the third. Gets the expansion. Going for a third and fourth sentry behind this. Going for additional sentries. Hallucination will try to get eyes on any would-be expansion or any tech of choice. Oracle's almost done. Main base is exposed. The Stalkers are rallied towards the natural, not the main. Uh-oh. Oracle's moving in. Hallucination should confirm how delayed the tech is. And the Oracle does dive into the main base. Probes are being targeted down. 3 probes, not bad. Did I say 3? 4 probes in total. Taking to the Twilight Council. And ArT does take a worker lead. He's up 5 probes. Now, bearing in mind that even though ArT is up in workers, Krystianer has a much faster expansion. His natural is already up. Meanwhile, ArT is still on the way. So on the one hand, it is a good start here for Krystianer, but just hoping for something more. So a good start for ArT, but Krystianer, he can recover. What I meant to say. As it does move out across the map, does catch the Oracle. Up! Oh my god. Barely doesn't get it. Oracle survives. It's going to be 5 Stalkers and 3 Sentries for Krystianer. Back at home, ArT, he has his Concave. Yeah, Stasis Trap, Shield Battery, Energy Overcharge as well. Yeah, ArT should be fine. I mean, it comes down to the force fields, though. Up! Locks down 3 of the Stalkers. Stasis, oh, Stasis goes off, and ArT holds. ArT, he will shut this down. We'll lose 1 Stalker. But just the 1. Yes, Krystianer is being punished. Again, that was a brutal Stasis. Ay, ay, ay. And ArT, he can actually catch the sentries. He can catch them. I think he'll try and get out. Going for the Stalkers instead. Gets 1, gets 2. Nice force fields. One of the Stalkers will escape. How about not the Sentry? Sentry goes down. Krystianer, he's hurting. He's in trouble. Has to pull back. ArT taking a third. No fear. Just rushes into a third base. And ArT even the first to get into Blink. Blink is done. He's moving forward. Checks for the third, confirms that there is none, confirms that, I mean, he can just contain his opponent. Oh! That's a Sentry. Denies Hallucination. Denies the third as well! Jesus. Just ArT getting everything. Sentry, Hallucination, Probe, the Nexus. Races back home. Charge is on the way. And right now the pressure is on Krystianer. The pressure is on. We'll see how he chooses to come back. ArT, he's getting into Immortal production. unlike Krystianer previously, I think it was in game 3, where he was like cutting corners and being greedy. ArT, he's avoiding that. Getting to charge, immortals, sentries. Dark Shrine is on the way for Krystianer. I mean, it makes sense. It is a way to come back. Going into DTs. Gets a pylon, and Epsay shaded towards the third. Good reaction of the ArT. He does pull away. It's going to be 2-3 probe kills. ArT forces back the main army. Dark Shrine is halfway done. And does ArT have detection? He does. He already has an observer. He has one observer, soon to be a War Prism as well. Main army's going to be pushing. ArT does have the supply lead. You can see Krystianer getting ready for a backstab. But even if Krystianer gets some probe damage, what I'm concerned by is the main fight. The main fight is what's concerning me. As ArT rotates, gets caught out. But here come the reinforcements, and ArT, he has a massive supply advantage. The force fields, they can try to buy some time. DTs into the main, probes are going down, but ArT, he doesn't care, he's focusing on the main fight. Probes are falling. ArT commits. Archon morphs in. And yeah, we just blink over the wall, over the force fields. There's detection with the main army as well. Shield battery goes down. Nice kiting here from Krystianer, but he just cannot fight that main army. It's not going to happen. As he's just being bullied back here from his own third. Archon goes down. The slow lots are warping in. Let's go. I mean, hey, Krystianer, he's holding. Takes down the Immortal. The Immortal goes down. Forces back the Stalkers across the map. He's wreaking havoc. Probes are falling. It's still going down, actually. Krystianer, he's doing it. He's holding. He defends. He attacks. More probe damage. That one DT going ham. It's got 13 kills. 14. 15. 15 probe kills. Prism survives. And ArT races back home. Does race back. Impressive. Krystianer, he was able to hold on. He now takes a massive worker lead. 61 probes for Krystianer. I didn't believe that. I did not believe it. Krystianer, he played it safe. Playing very carefully here when he defended his third base, kiting back against the Zealots. The Immortal wasn't really adding much to the fight either for a long time. At the third. Rico into the main. Dark Templar still being... Oh my, they're still being active. They're still getting more damage. Another 5 probe kills. As finally the Dark Templar cleaned up. But again, that was critical damage. And ArT, he's down to less than a 2 base economy. He's down to 38 workers. Krystianer getting a 4th. Taking up. And ArT is all in. Now, ArT does have an army supply advantage. Bear that in mind. He has a massive army of Zealots and Stalkers. And ArT is committed. It's all or nothing here for the Pink Protoss. He can still pull this up. Again, there's a slow lots for Krystianer. They try to engage. ArT blinks over. Dives on the main army. Shield battery does help out, does support. Putting in a lot of work. Yeah, it looks like with the defensive advantage, Krystianer, he's holding. He shuts down the main army, takes down the Zealots, collapses on the Stalkers. GG gets called, and Krystianer, he holds. He will take the series 3-2, becoming this week's Sparkling Tuna Cup champion. GG. GG, well played. Very impressive defense there by Krystianer. He was up against the wall, by the way. ArT did have the higher army supply. He had a larger army with Immortals, with Archons. Remember, that was that 1 Archon, 1 Immortal, mass charge lot Stalker. And Krystianer, I mean, I was shocked there that he was able to survive that, but he played it safely. He pulled back, he kited back against the Zealots. If you remember, the initial Archon, the initial Immortal wasn't really doing any damage. It was like killing or attacking buildings in the backline, wasn't really helping in the main fight. Likewise, the Archon was focused on immediately, and over time, with the help of Warpins, Krystianer, he barely held on. Not just that, more importantly, with his defense, there was offense as well. The DTs, the Dark Templar were the MVPs. They killed so many probes across the map. I want to say like 30 workers, like 30 plus probes went down to the Dark Templar harass. It was DTs in the third and the natural in the main base as well. DTs everywhere. And GG, well played. Krystianer, he barely will take it. Congratulations. Congratulations. GG, well played. A shout out to ArT though, because hey, even though it was a very rough start, it was a rough start to the series. If you remember, ArT, he was down 2-0. He was down 2-0 here. Don't forget to join the hatchery. No. He was down 2-0 here in this best of 5, and ArT, he clawed his way back in. It was very impressive to see ArT take game 2 and game 3, able to force the ace match. And even here in game 5, ArT had an advantage. He had a lead. He was able to get damage done with his Oracle, take a faster third base, get into faster tech, into the faster Archon, Immortal production. He had the supply lead. Like, it was still a better start for ArT, but it did slip through his fingers. It slipped through his fingers in the end. And Krystianer, I mean, there's a reason why they call him Krystianer. He is the tuna, the Sparkling Tuna himself. GG, well played. Krystianer able to kind of make up for last week's defeat. For those that are curious, last week Krystianer, he came in second place to Geralt. Geralt was the champion. This week, Krystianer. Congratulations. Congratulations. And as we crown our champion, a big shout out to Gemini. Oh my god. I mean, we just wrapped up, but we just wrapped up the finals. But thank you so much for the raid. Hope you had a great stream. Hope you had a great ladder session. Thank you so much, and welcome one and all from Gemini's channel. Also, shout out to Gemini, shout out to GGE Mini, because he did just have, I mean, it was a while ago at this point, but Gemini's interview was just uploaded earlier today on the GLHF YouTube channel. Gemini, he was interviewed by Zombregub, going over Gemini's kind of introduction to StarCraft, you know, the early days, getting into Brood War, getting into the beta of Wings of Liberty, the early days of SE2. So really great it was really nostalgic, to be honest. I don't know if Gemini's still here, but it was really nostalgic just hearing the stories of, you know, getting introduced to StarCraft for the first time. Definitely very relatable as well. I'm sure many people out there had similar stories about, you know, being introduced to Brood War at a young age, and then getting into SC2 and following the beta, watching all the content creators back in the day, back in 2010, referring to like Husky and HD StarCraft and the HDH Invitational and just everything else occurring as well in those early days. So yeah, really nostalgic, a nice trip down memory lane. And I do recommend it. Do recommend people tuning into the interview with Gemini over on the GLHF YouTube. Otherwise, GG. GG, well played. As congratulations to Krystianer. And again, a shout out to ArT, of course, as we go over the bracket itself. And again, it was a very intense tournament. Krystianer getting one over on Azura, on Hon Mono, and of course on ArT in the finals. Did go all the way to the ace match, of course, went all the way to game 5. ArT likewise taking down Eva, taking down Rebellion, as well as Cos Phoenix as well. Oh boy. So GG, well played. Again, if you want to help support the tournament, you can do so in a couple of different ways. You can do so via Patreon or via Matcherino. Again, you can see the Patreon goal underneath the bracket. Actually, we'll zoom in. You can see the Patreon goal here under ArT's name. We do currently earn 293 USD a month, and the next goal here to boost the prize pool is at 320. We are so close to the next goal. The next goal is to boost the prize pool to 80 USD a week. 80 USD a week for the prize pool here for our tournament. And after that, the next goal is going to be to boost the prize pool to allow for top 4 players to get paid out. Currently, it's top 2. Currently, our tournament is very top heavy here, which is paid out to, of course, Krystianer and ArT. But eventually, we would love to pay out additional players here. The semi-finalists would be nice. Would be nice if we could do so. So again, thank you so much to all the patrons that we currently get, that we currently do have. Thank you so much to all the support that we do get through Patreon. And likewise, hope you all enjoyed yourselves. Hope you all enjoyed yourselves here in this week's Sparkling Tuna Cup. Again, this is a weekly open tournament, and I believe we won't have an STC next week. Quickly double checking here. But just as a heads up, just as a bit of a PSA, yes, next week we will not have a Sparkling Tuna Cup. The reason why, Home Story Cup. Home Story Cup is next weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's going to be a 3-day event here on the channel. It's going to be, of course, organized and hosted by Take TV. We will be a side stream. We will be the official B stream. I mean, I say official B stream. We're going to be a community side stream, most likely the B stream here for Home Story Cup. We will help out when it comes to covering the group stage, covering Group A and Group B. So, yeah, we're going to be all over that, going over the group stage. I don't believe we're going to be a part of the final day, so we'll just be going over that instead. But yeah, Home Story Cup is going to be over the weekend. It's going to be a very intense weekend, and I do recommend everyone tuning in. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be held on the PTR. It's going to be held on the new maps, on the new patch, and likewise, there's going to be amazing players taking part as well. Players traveling from Korea, players from all around Europe as well, all coming together for finally the first LAN in the off-season. It's going to be here in the off-season here, and yeah, it's going to be a great time, I'm sure. It's going to be a lot of fun. A nice celebration of StarCraft post-EWC. It's been a while since all the community has been able to come together. So I'm sure it's going to be a great time. So again, do tune into the Cranky Ducklings here, as we are going to be casting Home Story Cup on the channel, at least for the first couple of days. Otherwise, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stick around. We're gonna be giving another StarCraft streamer a raid. Not so sure who. Who is streaming at the moment? Let's find out. There are a couple of channels live, but we'll find someone to send everyone over to. Likewise, when it comes to following us, you can follow us on all the social medias. We have Twitter, we have Facebook, we have Instagram, YouTube, and Discord as well. All things Cranky Ducklings. If you missed out on the VODs, or if you missed out on some matches, if you want to tune into the VODs, you can do so via YouTube. We stream on a lot of platforms actually at the same time. We stream on YouTube, on Facebook, here on Twitch, on Kick as well, and over on Chijidik, on the Chijidik platform. So plenty of places to find us, and again, VODs are available over on YouTube immediately, so check out those VODs if you're interested. Otherwise, we'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, see you then. Ciao, papi, ciao. See you tomorrow. Sorry, I should also emphasize our next cast. See you then. Our next cast is going to be in 10 hours. In 10 hours time, we're going to be live here with the StarCraft Evolution League, with the semifinals and the grand finals thereafter. I believe SEL is currently being played as we speak. I believe they're currently going over the semis. We will be doing a replay cast in 10 hours. So if you can wait, we got you covered with the replays. Otherwise, enjoy SEL live. Until then, see you next time. Ciao, bye, ciao. See you in 10 hours. I'm gonna go get some sleep. GG.